Hi, this is Vivian Vande Velde. Welcome to Chapter 9 of Alison Who Went Away, which was published in 2001. So, those times that Sybil, the main character, is talking about people in the news, specifically movies, stars, or TV, or anything like that, bear in mind that they are from a generation ago. Chapter 9. I called Connie specifically to ask her what she was going to wear, and she told me bum around clothes. We don't know if we're going to be constructing scenery or painting backdrops or climbing up to get at the lights or what. So I'm wearing the outfit I wore when I decided to redecorate my room in fluorescent green last year. Green spattered sweatshirt, a hand-me-down Halloween shirt proclaiming just give me the damn candy that Alison gave me when Mom wouldn't let her wear it out trick-or-treating. Green spattered socks lifted last year from Wally's drawer, and he didn't want them back. And green spattered moccasins with absolutely no tread on them. So I fervently hope we will not be required to do any climbing. But you can smell my old sneakers from at least a room away, and I'm not risking my good sneakers or my school shoes. As soon as I open the car door, however, I see that Connie is wearing a brand new jogging suit, stylish gray with the 5 interlocking rings of the Olympics. She has her hair up in a gold sparkly scrunchie. You said bum around clothes, I protest, ready to head back to my room to find something more appropriate to wear. Connie tugs to show that everything fits loosely so she can move around. Bum around, she agrees. You look fine, dear, Mrs. Maraglia says, which only a mother could say in such a circumstance. Only a mother who doesn't want to wait while I go change. Get in, Connie says. If we're late, all the good jobs will be taken and we'll be left with cleanup. I get in, which is obviously a relief for Mrs. Maraglia. She starts the car moving practically before I've got the door closed, so I can't change my mind. You two are going to have such a good time, she assures us. Then, once we're safely out of the driveway and onto the street, she asks, "What's this play called again?" "Love in the Spotlight," Connie tells her. "It was a Broadway musical or something." "Never heard of it," Mrs. Maraglia says. "Neither have I. I think it starred somebody like Charlton Heston and Madonna," Connie tells us. I see Mrs. Maraglia give a startled, skeptical look in the rearview mirror. "Must have been a lean season on Broadway," she mutters. Mrs. Maraglia drops us off at Cardinal O'Gorman High's front door, which turns out to be locked, and Connie and I cut across the grass to the side door. The ground is mushy from all the rain, and I practically lose my moccasins, but leaving 3 inch deep besides leaving 3 inch deep footprints. If the Cardinal O'Gorman ground staff decides that I've ruined their lawn, the police will have dozens of my perfectly preserved footprints with which to identify the culprit. The side door is open and the halls are well lit. Someone has put up notebook paper signs saying tryouts. Arrows direct us to the main hall, and the auditorium doors are open. Connie and I are a little early. Nobody seems to have taken charge yet. There is a bunch of kids, boys and girls, gathered around a piano, which is off to the side in front of the stage. The boys keep pushing one another off the piano bench, each trying to get a chance to play, while the girls seem more interested in looking sophisticated as they lounge against the piano. The boys are competing to play things like chopsticks and heart and soul. More kids are on the stage, twirling around or doing cartwheels, playing at being the star. I hate kids who know how to do cartwheels. There are also quite a few kids sitting in the auditorium, mostly spread out in ones and twos. I stop suddenly when I spot Alison in the crowd. I recognize her long blonde hair from the back, and Connie walks smack into me. I think, why is she here? And I feel a bubble of resentment because she's here. She'll be better at it than I am, because she's better at everything. And I actually have to remind myself that I should be happy to see her. But by then, the girl has turned around enough that I can see it's not Alison after all, no matter how I feel. I sit down fast in any aisle seat before Connie can wonder why I stopped so suddenly. Uh-oh, Connie says. Look who just walked in. For one awful moment, I'm convinced by her tone that it has to be my mother, here to check up on me. But when I look up, I see Mary Amber DeFranco. She's dressed even better than Connie. please pardon the cuckoo clock. I see her hesitate in the doorway, looking around the auditorium. She must not see anybody else she recognizes because she heads towards us. Hi, you guys, she says in her chirpy little voice, like we're best of friends. I didn't know you were interested in theater. Instead of sitting on one of the seats, she perches herself on the back of the seat in the row ahead of us. I figure that way she can see all around and notice right away if somebody more interesting comes in. Mary Amber starts telling us about all the plays she's been in, and it's not grammar school pageants she's talking about. She's been in regional theater. What parts are you trying out for? She asks. I mean, obviously, we all want to be Lenora, but there are other good parts too. I don't tell her I just found out the name of the play 10 minutes ago. I tell her, Stagehands. Stagehands, she repeats pensively. Are you thinking of Our Town with the stage manager being the narrator? Connie sinks lower into her seat and pretends that she's yawning, not grinning. We're not trying out for parts, I tell Mary Amber. We just want to help backstage. Oh, Mary Amber says in her what kind of fool would settle for that tone. You mean like makeup girls and wardrobe assistants? For all the plays she's been in, it figures she's been totally oblivious to everybody in the crew except those most directly concerned with making her look good. I'm about to tell her about light and sound systems and carpenters and painters, all the little people, but Connie cuts in. Yes, she purrs, just like that. Well, that's nice, Mary Amber gushes. That's important, too. Like she's saying that we, too, can be useful, productive members of society. She finally spots somebody she knows and abandons us so fast she barely has time to call back, Toodles! I do my impersonation of the Queen Mother waving from her carriage to the adoring masses. The guy Mary Amber has zeroed in on is, to put it as conservatively as possible, gorgeous. I sigh, louder than I intended. Connie leans over and whispers to me, Now there's someone you could invite to the dance. Yeah, I say, if Mary Amber is willing to share. But the gorgeous guy gives Mary Amber an obvious brush off, and Connie pokes me with her elbow. He was looking at you before, Connie insists. Gorgeous goes up to the piano and hustles the kids away from there, then takes the nearby microphone off the stand. Hi, he says in this incredibly sexy voice. For you who don't know me, I'm Matt Burke, a senior here at Cardinal O'Gorman High School, president of the Dramatics Club this year, and assistant director for this production of Love in the Spotlight. Welcome, everyone. He says it warmly and sincerely, like he's really delighted we're all here. It would be a big help, Matt continues, if everybody could just move in closer to the stage. I figure Connie and I are fine right where we are, about 15 rows back, but Matt looks directly at us and with a smile motions us to come closer. First 5 rows only, he proclaims. Connie digs her elbow into my side. See, she whispers. He's interested. Take off your glasses. Leave me alone, I say, but I take off the glasses. I hope you're enjoying Alison, who went away. And meanwhile, stay safe and be kind.